Starbucks here. So Madden came out with a trailer today to promote Madden and college football, right? And we're going to kind of watch that. And I found some interesting little Easter eggs, as you say it. They showed some new things, of course. Here is really kind of what you can see they're focusing on, because a lot of times EA puts out these hype stuff as like, hey, this is kind of what we spent the last year working on. The coordination from college, and I'll put the trailer in the description if you want to listen to it with sound instead of me yapping the whole time. But basically, and I feel like I've seen this before about them, kind of the continuation of college into the pros is really what they're like. A lot of the focus is going to be with like your player, etc. So we see high school. Here he is in the draft room. Here's the phone call. You know, you guys ever watch the draft phone calls? You get chills on them. But I kind of want to go through. First, we're going to look at some of the things I've seen. Like right here, for example, that's the score bug, right? The updated one for you to take a look at. Here he is at Texas. And it's kind of funny. It's JD, and I think the Commanders are taking him. Interesting, huh? Like a weird coincidence there. So I don't know if you guys like that or don't like that, but that looks like the updated one. I actually prefer them at the top of the screen, but it'd be neat if we had options, right? Like MLB The Show has different presentation options. That'd be kind of neat if we had that. The other one I want to look at that I don't really see people talking about. Here's the Madden 99 club stuff, and we can watch this going through. But like a lot of it is like the actual like put you in the shoes type of experience. Super Bowl champ retires, 13 seasons in the league. You know, tracking your accomplishments is huge. And with that, I kind of want to show off. Where is it? Right here. Are they teasing a trophy room behind them, showing all of his Super Bowls? That'd be kind of neat if they tracked it, right? Because that was a huge draw and something that people have asked for years is bringing back. Now, I feel like it was 2K that I truly remember with your mansion and stuff, and you had your trophies going on in the background, showing it off, show your accomplishments just overall. So bringing that back, because that's oftentimes been a major criticism of mine, along with many people, is the fact that it doesn't feel like there's like any history for what you've accomplished. Like a lot of stats don't really trigger as much as you'd like them to year over year. So actually like showing what's happened into the league and overall your experience in it over time is the most important things. All right, now they got like pre-order stuff. We'll talk about that before we get into too much more. But I saw those things. Trailer was pretty good, man. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's actually longer. If you saw it on Twitter or X, the Everything app as it's called, it's longer on YouTube. So I'll show you the YouTube link below. So we get the MVP bundle, almost the exact same thing as last year. You get a 99 overall Travis Hunter item in College Football 25 and Madden NFL 25 if you pre-order by the 29th. The on the clock pack is what they call some of the pre-order stuff. So yeah, almost like a copy paste from previous years as far as 3-day early access for Madden, which is the 11th. The worldwide launch is the 14th. This is interesting. It's only on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So they finally moved off of platforms from like 2013 or wherever they were from. And Madden gets PC, and as we know, college football was not on previous gen last year, and it's not going on PC this year. They only mention on that PlayStation 5, Xbox. So here are the rewards. If you get the deluxe edition in college football and Madden, 4,600 Madden points, which generally translates over to about like $40 or whatever. So you are paying extra money over top of it, and you get more discounts. We'll talk about that as we go down below by ordering ahead of time with like loyalty stuff. So here it is. PS5 and Xbox Series X only. We'll talk about the PC version here in a second. They go into it. I'm not going to go ahead and read through each one, as you guys, you guys can probably read. And the big things are, obviously, in my opinion, the biggest thing is the 3 days early access. Like, if you're just offline and you don't mind sitting in like you know, a SpongeBob cartoon, like looking out the window at people dancing on you, like that's fine. Because really you want the 3-day early access if you're going to grind the MUT or cut to like get ahead of it, because there's a lot of profits to be made early on. They said they're going to have like pre-order solos, but those aren't as important. Stacking your coinage up ahead of time in those 3 days is kind of a big deal. So that's neat. You also get coachability points, they say here, and people were they were going crazy about this. And I think Not the Expert, he freaked out about this, and then CFB Direct replied, Dynasty coach points and Road to Glory skill points are not purchasable with real life currency. You'll obtain them by playing the game. So a lot of people were worried about the EA greed reaching itself into Dynasty franchise, that kind of stuff, but they assured us that's not going to happen. All their greed is basically focused on Ultimate Team. So if you can avoid Ultimate Team, you avoid a lot of the greed. You just have to pay the standard price or get it later on discount, whatever you decide to do with your time. So the Digital Deluxe Pre-Edition is just like a nice fancy graphic for Madden's Superstar Legendary XP boost for your My Player. And I know they're really digging into the My Player type deal in the Madden. So we'll see if it's any better this year. It's been a disaster the last few, though some people had fun, so that's cool. Let's see. Deluxe Edition, player exclusive card items, pre-order, Season 1 Elite player item before July 24th, a cover athlete Elite MUT player item. So a couple mid-80 overalls is generally what they give us for this pre-order. And you can expect something similar in college football. Here they are side by side. The big difference is it's really just a couple mid-80s and 4,600 MUT points. And the MUT points, they give you an advantage without a doubt, pay to win. So it's probably worth it for the grinders on Ultimate Team to get that early advantage. So because last year they had coin packs, so getting guaranteed coin packs to build your team right away is just such a step forward. But I definitely recommend trying not to spend anything extra on Madden, without a doubt. So will there be a loyalty offer? You played Madden in 25, 24, 23. You can get the PlayStation, Xbox platforms by pre-order option to get 10% off. So if you've played Madden the last 3 years, you can get it 10% off of their purchase. I do believe that includes this combo and stuff. So, and PC gets it also. Will the MVP have a loyalty offer? Same 10% offer on the MVP bundle. Can you tell me what were the on the pack clock? By 20, we just talked about that. You get a 99 overall Travis Hunter in both games by getting it before the 29th. What if in the EA? Okay, so Steam, right? You select the pre-order option in the in-game menu to receive 10% off of the deluxe as pre-order bonuses. So PC, but again, only Madden for that. Remember, PC does not have college football. If you're an EA Play member, you receive and eligible for the following content and access. So there's EA Play members and the EA Play Pro members. Pro members get full access on the 11th. Early access trial for just EA Play members. So a little bit of differences there. Pre-orders can, happen. Basically, just telling you how to do it. You guys know how to do that. Pre-order the MVP bundle, yada, yada, yada. So that's a lot of the early information going on. The news and updates page, I just clicked here to find news and updates, and that's kind of it. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for more content going down the road, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about as far as what's going on in Madden right now and college football. A big info dump. So if you're still playing Cut Mutt, 99 overall, Travis Hunter, pretty good car. I actually saw people tweet about it. Let me bring up the tweets for the actual card itself. All right, as we'll just watch this go, and then I'll bring up the actual cards in game. So it's probably fairly balanced as far as power level, if that's what you're interested in. Right here. I saw Popular Stranger put it out, so let's take a look at his. There's the Travis Hunter card. 99s, 99. Acrobat. He gets both way. He gets offensive and defensive chemistries. It's because he's a wide receiver. You can also play him at cornerback with those abilities. So it's a pretty nice card. It really is. It's Endgame, which we are in the Endgame, are we not? Draft tonight. I'll see you guys. Twitch.tv/GutFox. Streaming here in a minute, and then draft. Woo!